Alright team, welcome back to this week's Odyssey. What have we got? Strapped for resources, still on that military monkey trend. Speaking of, I think that's the next game mode, right? Military only, impoppable, and then standard. Not bad, not bad. And we don't go beyond round 80, which is fine by me. Right, let's do it. Let's absolutely send it. At the very least, like, I feel like the worst type of Odyssey would be extreme mode plus no hero plus like less than 15 towers total. That to me sounds like torture. But we haven't had one of those yet, luckily. We've gotten close. We've definitely had an extreme mode Odyssey without any heroes. But aside from that, my nightmares have not come true just yet. So let's do a sniper and a buccaneer start, I think. Sniper and a buccaneer should be good. Actually, military monkeys only on this map should be very easy, honestly. I do enjoy this map. It's just this. This is literally the only issue I have with this map. The fact that this costs 1,000. Because most of the time when I'm playing this map, it's for a challenge. You know, like a custom challenge or a custom Odyssey or something. And so, every single time, this is always my biggest pain. But luckily, it seems like we've got a nice start. So we're able to put up with it for now, until we can remove it. Because honestly, let's face it, I think most heroes are too fat to sit on the benches. So I kind of want to put Striker Jones right up here if I can. So let's ditch that. Thank God. I know it's military only, so I could technically just play this whole thing without using Striker Jones, and, you know, pretty much all the other towers here wouldn't have a problem with the tower being in the middle. But god damn it, I want to place my hero. Because he's got a pretty dope first ability. Right. What do we need? Probably Grape Shot at the moment. We are lacking on some damage here. Are we lacking too much? Not yet. But we will be soon if we're not careful. Alright, let's get Grape Shot. And then we can get for Striker. Oh, Buccaneer is one of my favorite towers to start off games with. Especially if it's mostly water focused, like Spice Islands or off the coast or something. Buccaneer just works so well. So incredibly well. Same with Lotus Island. Is it called Lotus Island? I think it's called Lotus Island. The one that kind of looks like Australia, vaguely. If you squint really hard, you can sort of pretend that it's Australia. But yeah. Also, weirdly fun news, right? Essentially, if you know anything about PlayStation 5s, you'll know that if you live in Australia, they are practically non-existent if you didn't get your pre-order in the second they were announced. Which was me. I did not get my pre-order in anytime soon. So, it's been, what, 2 years? Still didn't really have one. Until yesterday. My sister and her fiancé got a tip, weirdly enough, from some guy on Reddit about where to get a PS5, and it surprisingly worked out. I don't know how or why this lovely person on Reddit gave them an amazing tip and it worked out well, but they did. It worked, and now there's a PS5 within my household, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think I'd see one of those for like years. And I didn't see one for years, but I wasn't expecting to see one for many more. But goddamn, it's here. Admittedly though, you know, we only got Horizon Forbidden West with it, which I'm sure is an amazing game. I'm sure it is. Haven't tried it myself. I played Horizon Zero Dawn for a little bit. Didn't really get fully into it, but yeah, I'm sure it's an amazing game. But yeah, we've kind of just got Forbidden West and then Astro's Play Lab or whatever it's called, which is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun. If you've played PlayStation games for, you know, many different generations of consoles, you will love Astro's Play Lab. There's so many throwbacks in that game, and it's just adorable. It's just absolutely adorable. Right, let's get 2 lots of shrapnel. One for either side, but this one can go bottom path mainly. It's one of my favorite combos to do, actually. Just get 2 snipers. One going bottom path cross with middle, and one going top path. No, one going middle path cross with top. Don't know why. It just works out very well. Maybe snipers in general are just really fucking great, regardless of what you do with them. But yeah. So, PS5, which is kind of cool. Although, admittedly, I am in that sort of situation where I haven't really been thinking about the PS5, because, you know, I've been happy with the PS4, and I've still been happy with the PS4, and I'm still playing on the PS4, but, like, I imagine at some point there'll be a transition where I'm like, well, there's no need for this one now, which is going to be really sad. Okay, get that. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys or if I mentioned it on streams. I stream on Twitch, by the way, if you care to check me out. I put it in the description of every video. Someone told me it was good to advertise my Twitch on YouTube and my YouTube on Twitch. I think it was actually Tom. So, thanks, Tom. I will do my best to self-promote, but at the same time, I don't know, I'm not really that guy. I don't really, like, I've got a job interview lined up on Monday, you know, which is great. Love that. One of my mates is sort of helping me with it. But yeah, I've got a job interview lined up on Monday, so YouTube and Twitch is sort of more like a fun side project sort of thing. I try my best not to think of it as like a I have to make this make money sort of thing, because that's when I think I'll absolutely just fucking hate doing it, because it'll turn into a grind. Whereas I want it to be more of a fun, at my own pace sort of gig. And so that's what I'm doing. I love doing Odysseys, you guys love seeing them. Some are easier than others are fucking terribly hard, and then, you know, as usual, that would shift the amount of people that see them, but yeah, I love doing them. I'm gonna keep doing them. Right. What should we get? I feel like we should get a 5th tier. You know? 4th tier, 5th tier maybe. I'm thinking supply drop into aircraft carrier into elite defender. That seems like a smart one for me. For once. Yeah, why not? Why not? But yeah, and I've been playing a bunch of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. That is an amazingly fun game. I won't lie. No word of a lie. That is an amazingly fun game. Admittedly, the recent updates and the DLC that they've released so far leaves a lot to be desired, but I imagine they will improve upon that once they get through this first DLC of random mirror bullshit. So, yeah, fingers crossed. But now there's like, the only people that have played the game will fully understand this, but essentially, if I can try and explain it to the sort of average person who doesn't know about the game. Essentially, once you finish the game, you get to this little sort of, it's called the Chaos Chamber, and essentially you get to go into a bunch of different arenas, fight a bunch of different foes. There'll be mini bosses, there'll be bosses, there'll be just like regular trash mobs running around causing havoc, and essentially, the appeal of the game mode is that you can get your own chaos level, or are they called chaos levels? I think they're called chaos levels. So there's a certain game mode you can play to increase your chaos level, which essentially means it'll increase the difficulty of the enemies as well as the loot that's dropped and the rewards you get. So for example, the enemy's HP might increase by 5. And then, you know, the damage they deal will increase by 2% or something. But at the same time, you'll have 4% better odds of getting the best type of loot. And, you know, you'll also get 4% more XP, 4% more moonstone orb things, which are used to enchant your weapons and your gear, right? So it buffs the enemies, but it also in turn gives you better rewards. So the harder the difficulty you manage to get to by doing these little chaos runs, and the chaos levels go to 100 now, which is insane considering the game originally had it only go to 20, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because there was a trophy for getting to chaos level 20. So now it goes to 100, which people are not super duper pleased about, but you know, hey, it's a thing. And balancing has obviously come into question, because when you get to those higher ranks, the enemies are essentially almost at the point where they can one-shot you, regardless of what gear you've got, which is a little crazy, but I kinda like a little bit of crazy. And at the same time, because from the very start of the game, you could always get legendaries, like legendary items, peak level, top tier damage, amazing, can't get any better than that sort of deal. But as you get more chaos levels, you get a chance to get increased quality legendaries. And people were quite upset about that, but I'm excited still. Like, admittedly, I did take a bit of a break from playing the game, but it's still pretty fun. God damn, I can't words today. But yeah, if you've ever played any of the Borderlands franchise, especially if you've played number 2, I think number 2 is regarded as the best Borderlands game. I feel like if you've enjoyed playing through Borderlands 2, you'll probably enjoy Wonderlands. Like, for me personally, I didn't play Borderlands 1, which is a shame, because a lot of people are ranting and raving about how it's an amazing game. Borderlands 2, I played a crap ton of. That was an amazingly fun game. If you haven't played it, would recommend it. If you're into first-person shooters, go for it. Borderlands, the pre-sequel, wasn't well received, but I think the end game content made it a bit better. Borderlands 3, apparently, this is just from what I've heard, because I haven't finished Borderlands 3, but I've played through a decent chunk of it. Apparently story is crap, but endgame content is like S tier, which seems pretty nice. And then what else? After 3 it was Wonderlands. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And that, for me, is an amazing story. They still need to work out and adjust all the fine details in the sort of Chaos Chamber and the end game content. But overall, I think it's going to be an amazing game once it's fully fleshed out and done with all the DLCs and all that good jazz. Because I feel like the players have made it abundantly clear how shit some of the content is. And I kind of feel bad, because it's like, oh, well, they clearly thought this was a good idea at some point. Don't break their spirit down that much. It's like getting your kid to paint you a picture at school, bringing it home and just being like, you think this is worthy of the fridge? No. Slaps it away. It just seems a little harsh. Right, impossible difficulty. Should be fairly chill. We could do a boat start. I'm tempted to do a boat start. Do we do a boat start? I think we do a boat start. We'll see how it goes at the very least. We'll do that. Because I think once we get Grape Shot, we'll be in that good position again. You know, because rounds 1, 2, and 3 should be all fine. In theory. And then 4 onwards is where I get a little scared. But if we can get Grape Shot... Okay. Do I want to clean that up? Yeah, why not? Come on. Thank you. Oh. I didn't really want to clean that up, if I'm honest. I wanted to save up for Grape Shot, but screw losing any more lives now. Why not, right? We're probably going to need as many as we can for X Factor. I know it gives us quite a lot of cash to start off with, and like a lot of you said, and I agree with this, X Factor's not that big of a deal. You know, like, it's what is it, an expert map? An intermediate map? Something like that, right? So it's considered to be a highly difficult map, and I can understand why. It's got weird pathways and strange pathway changes as well in between rounds, you know? The first time I ever played it, I was like, wait, what's happening? I thought they were coming from that side. Oh, now they're swapping. Okay, cool. But one of them's still the same. Maybe that one stays the same and everything. Nope, okay, that one stopped. You know, it's not your average map level of normalcy. But at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. I think I need to do a map tier list. I don't know if you guys will care to see that, but I personally feel like some of the maps most certainly need to be rearranged in terms of difficulty. Because some of them are much easier than the maps around them, and others seem like they belong either 1 or 2 tiers higher than they actually are. It's just insane. It's just insane. I don't get it. But still, let's try and get a farm now, I think. Are we at that stage where we can safely get a farm? Why not? We'll figure it out. We'll find out if we can. Impossible difficulty. You don't need farms, but it certainly makes life easier. Just because shit's expensive, man. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. I do want to get some upgrades though. Let's get some shrapnel. For those who are wondering, I did put my sniper up here to make maximal use out of shrapnel shot. I could have saved that if I was bothered. If I could have been bothered to. We could have saved that with Striker's ability, but that's alright. Come on. Nice. Nice. Okay. So probably should focus on dealing a bit more shrapnel damage. Because at the moment, not looking too great, but we managed to still get our farm down. So we'll be alright. The farm is down, the money's being made, the income is coming in. Funny that. Alright, great production. But yeah, I've got a new, oh shit, I don't have, oh wait, no I do. I was gonna say I don't have lead popping power. I've got bloody Striker Jones on my team, what am I on about? I'll still get this though, because it's still good damage. But yeah, the job I'm applying for, as far as I'm aware, it seems to be a sort of, first of all, it's like a warehouse job for a company that provides sort of meal kits by the looks of it, which is going to be pretty cool. And essentially, according to my mate, who is working there currently and is trying to get me in as well, according to him, it's essentially just getting paid to lift sort of heavy shit and getting paid to work out. And if you guys know me, that sounds fucking good. That sounds amazing. Love working out, love getting paid, putting them together. Yes, please. That's why I looked into PT in the first place. Right. See, now we're getting to the point where it's like, yeah, we could get overrun at any point in time, but at the moment we're fine, so I'll ignore it. This bad boy's gonna make ends meet, pretty much. But for the moment, I want to get a destroyer, because that'll guarantee the Moab gets popped. Good old good destroyer. This is one of my new favorite towers, actually. Admittedly, for the longest time, I decided favorite towers based on how many different types of things they could pop. And so this guy not being able to see camo really fucking, you know, didn't do much for me. But, not gonna lie, now that they've, well, this was a while ago, but ever since they nerfed Elite Defender to not being able to pop leads, I have made some compromises. And this is one of them. Still love Elite Defender with all my heart. It can deal all the camo detection popping power that I need. And now I love this guy because it can do all the lead popping power and Moab damage and the Bernie damage that I want. So really, the only thing I'm missing is a little bit of camo lead popping power, which isn't that hard to come by. I can just throw one of these down, bang, done. You know, and camo leads don't actually show up again until like, what, round 80 or something? It's crazy how infrequently camo leads show up. Like, you don't realize. In fact, I'm gonna find out. I am gonna find out, just to prove it. Where's that little picture I had? BTD6 rounds. Always good to keep a little spreadsheet. I'm kidding, it's not mine, it's somebody else's. Right. So, the first appearance of camo lead balloons is on wave 59. What a classic. And then they don't show up again. Am I right about this? Am I right about this? Until wave 90. Not only... Wow, that's insane. So, camo leads don't show up until 59. And then even further beyond that, they don't show up again until round 90. Which, essentially... I mean, they do still sort of show up in their base form, but by that point in time, there's also DDTs. So if you couldn't handle camo leads by round 59, you're probably not... Well... I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but essentially... You just don't have to worry about camo leads if you're doing any sort of regular game mode that isn't chimps or impalpable. Obviously, there's exceptions if you're playing impalpable, but you're only going to round 70. But yeah, it's kind of insane how infrequently camo leads show up. And obviously in the 90s and onwards, they show up a bit more frequently in the form of either DDTs or just regular camo leads that for some reason they feel necessary to throw at you every now and then. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Honestly, I feel like they could have thrown camo leads at you, like, 39, maybe. 39 would have been an interesting one. Maybe even 49. I'd go 49. 59's fine. But it feels like, considering round 60 is a full-on BFB, it's a little bit late to be introducing something that weak, you know? I don't know. I'm just talking what I'm thinking. Gimme. Nice. Alright, I feel like I can relax now. Oh. But yeah, with any luck, and admittedly I haven't had much of it, but with any luck, I'll have a job after the interview on Monday. All will go well. I'll be making some cash money, and then I can actually upgrade my crappy setup that I have right now. See, that's the funny thing, is like, all my friends, all my friends, we're still at the same sort of age gap, right, which isn't that big, you know, we were all in the same class, but a lot of my friends, including me, we all still live at home. Right? I don't know, I feel like some of them do have the capacity to move out. Like, they do have the money and they could afford it, sort of thing. But they haven't done so yet. And they've had they've had a job for years longer than I have, because a lot of my friends just went straight from high school to either an apprenticeship or, you know, a TAFE course to get directly into a job, or... They just went straight for the job pathway, whereas I mistakenly fucked around with university for a bit before jumping onto TAFE and then jumping into a job. So they've got quite a bit more money than I do. I am not bothered by that. But I'm surprised they haven't moved out yet. Makes me wonder what their plan is, if they have one. But admittedly, that's probably the best way to do it at the moment. Just sort of have a job while you're still living at home with your parentals, and then when you're well and truly ready, then move out. Because admittedly, I am very fortunate in the fact that my mother and father do not care if I hang out at home for a long time. They want me to still keep myself busy and occupy myself and occupy my time, whether that's through studying at university, getting a job, sort of that thing, but they don't mind if I spend a bit more time at home because it means I can help them around the house. Because, you know, they're not exactly spring chickens anymore, and that's okay. That's just how time works. Anyway, X Factor, the map we've been waiting for. Alright, let's do this. There's been a couple of fails, I won't lie to you. There's been a couple of them. Poor timing, I would say, for the most part. So, let's go Striker Jones here. And our good old friend, the Sniper Monkey, right there. It's pretty much one of the best starts we have. However, I have found out something, well, I haven't found it out. I've thought of something that I can do a little bit earlier that would help out quite a bit, I would say. Especially if I focused on it. Which is going to be my good old friend, the Engineer Monkey. Now, typically, I'd be boasting about how amazing Double Guns is right now. And it most certainly is. Oh my god, damn. Like, shit, man, you know? Double Guns. I will place you here to help out with the cleanup. But, more importantly than Double Guns right now is the one and only Balloon Trap. Now, Balloon Trap is not super effective on this map, but once again, it's just cash money straight into your pocket. So, who would complain about that? Right, oversized nails. Decent upgrade. Not a bad one for sure. But the next one is what we're really looking for. Right. Get ourselves a pin number. And more importantly than that, at this point in time, a larger surface area, because holy shit, it practically doubles it. Well, it doesn't, it's more like 1.5 times or something, but still, pretty insane increase. Why does this dog look like it's like at triple speed or some shit? I guess it just really loves rolling around in the dirt, which, completely understandable. I can respect that. Proper dog physics. Love it. Okay. Come on. Nice. Double guns will help out quite a bit here. We're going to get camo detection on our sniper, as well as full metal jacket if we can. We don't mind losing a couple of lives at the start here, just because it's inevitable. You know, it's bound to happen. There's probably a way I could, you know, sort of min-max micro some bullshit in order to not lose any lives whatsoever, but I cannot be bothered, and we're on the last map, so, you know, even if we end up with one life, I'm happy. Cool. So now we got some snipering with some lead popping power and some camo detection. It's looking a little sus. Cool. Shrapnel shot would also help out quite a bit, so I'll get that too. That's why I placed him somewhat closer to the center of the map rather than further away, just so that shrapnel shot can do a lot of damage regardless of where the balloons are coming from. You know, if they're coming from down here, the shrapnel can aim sort of slightly downward. If they're coming from up here, it can aim slightly upward. Same here, same there. You know, if you put them further out to the side, shrapnel shot's not going to be super useful on these bottom part of the tracks. Come on, come on. This is not however many lives I lost before. Okay, sure, why not? 10 lives. I can deal with 10. Before I had 11, but now I've got 10. That's okay. It's not, but we'll figure something out. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a tier 4 Heli and get my lives back. Who knows? Okay, I am confused. This defense was working before. Why is it all of a sudden stopped? Right. Let's get a second sniper. This is the part I don't like, where I have to be like, okay, and then we'll get another one, and another one. Because it's scary. If only there was a little bit of water on the map. I could picture a little bit of water being right here. You know? That'd be nice. Throw down a boat. Come on, snipers. You two have got this. Thank you. Right, now I do want balloon trap at some point. I will not lie, that is my goal. But at the same time, look at this bullshit. We're leaking. Maybe I'll just go for a banana farm. Say fuck it. No, that's probably a terrible idea, isn't it? It most likely is, yes. I'll answer it myself. Did we pop that, or is that going through? That went through. But yeah, I was saying this before, but and this is quite terrible timing on my behalf, but X Factor's not super crazy of a map. You know, like, it is difficult, I'll give it that, but it's not the worst map in the world. In my mind, one of the worst maps in the world is Workshop or Flooded Valley. Just anything that's a fucking straight line. Goddamn, get that shit out of here. Right. Do we try for the banana farm now? Let's fucking try it. Why not? Admittedly, I've made a similar decision before, and it hasn't worked out well. But, who knows? Maybe it'll work out great this time. Who knows? If Striker Jones could stop missing his shots like half the time, that'd be great. It would certainly help our cause. But, I don't know if he will. He seems real keen to miss his shots every single time. See, that's the part I worry about, is when double shot gets overwhelmed. Okay, we good, we good. Nice, nice. This one's gonna be difficult without two double shots, or two shrapnel shots. Although, admittedly, now that I think about it, it would have been nice to have another engineer, but I think we were limited to one anyway, so not exactly allowed. Yes, yes, this does look rather tricky. Especially with the setup we've chosen. And by we, I mean me. This is rather unfortunate. But yes, if I were to tell you one little bit of monkey knowledge advice for this map, it would start with mana and it would end with shield. Mana shield will absolutely, positively save your ass on this map 10 times over. Nice, nice. A little bit of a loop-de-loop. Never let them know your next move. Wow, that worked. Huh. I mean, yeah, of course it did. Of course it worked. This is my plan. My plan all along. Confuse the fuck out of the enemy. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what I'm doing, that's for sure. And then you win. Plan all along. Right. Pin and double shot are doing a good job. Very nice, very lovely, very much winning. Are we winning? Are you winning, son? Yes, it seems like it. Weird. I wasn't expecting to. Right. If we can get a heli pilot next, I will happily steer it for a little. I don't want to. In fact, I think 9 times out of 10, The what do you call it always does a better job than me, Pursuit. But on this map, it doesn't. It doesn't, not at all. If you've played this map with a heli pilot on Pursuit, goddamn, you know pain. You definitely know pain. Okay, get that, come on. Pick things up a little. I don't want to buy Pursuit. I think I'll just get bigger jets instead. And I'll buy Pursuit later when it's actually a feasible upgrade. But for now, let's try and buy this. You know? Make a little bit more cash money. It's a scary time to be thinking about cash money, but it's fine. Alright, this round's fine. Snipers have got this covered. We can ignore everything this round has to offer. Okay, back to helping. Now, here's the thing. Do I think double guns is better at taking the top path or the bottom path here? I genuinely don't know. Let's try that. It might actually be a little scary to do that upgrade, now that I think about it. We'll see, we'll see. But, yeah, I'm not sure if double guns is better on top or bottom path. Honestly, I could not tell you. I mean, it's doing great work either way, but it would be nice to alleviate some of the pressure from double guns, which is what I'm trying to do right now. Double guns, for the most part, is good when it sees shit coming, but when it's coming from in the middle, it can't really see it all that well. So if it's an entrance side thing, like it is on the right-hand side, it's fine. But if it's on the left, a whole nother story, really. Come on, nice. Right. How do we deal with this? Well, poorly. Very poorly. Yeah. Pretty poorly. Pretty poorly. Okay. Right. What do we think is the answer here? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I want to tell you, but... Maybe this guy with larger caliber? And then I want bigger jets because this guy's flying slowly as hell. It is absolutely one-shotting some of these pink balloons in their tracks, which I think is always a good thing. I remember needing to use an ability on this last wave because it's that crazy. So let's use it here. If it fucking decides where to go. Also, are we doing not so great for camo detection? What's going on? What's going on? I mean, admittedly, it's just these two, but still, what's actually happening here? Fine, let's do that, and we'll just leave it. Get this guy to have camo detection, and then all will be well. See, I think that's the way to do it. Focus either the bottom two rows or the top two rows. Because that way you can swiftly transition across to help out both. And there it is. Nice. Get you, actually we'll swap you over now. Get you to be on pursuit while I'm bored. Okay. Okay. We're good. For now. For now. How much money have you made? You've made plenty. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate you, Banana Farm. Who doesn't appreciate a good banana farm? Alright. Round 40, I believe, comes from down here and ends up here. So, what do we want to do about that? Maybe a plane, maybe another heli. Let's get another heli, I think. That way I can control one and the AI can attempt to do whatever it wants to do with its heli. Come on, snipers and striker, where you at? Oh god. I'm not actually focusing much on the actual gameplay here, I'm just looking at where balloons are going and being dumbfounded by it. Alright, there we go. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with those upgrades. Those upgrades are good for me. I will leave them like that. The only problem with trying to actively control helis is having banana farms as well that aren't automatic yet. Come on. Like, you can just get away with a swift flick back and forth, like I've been doing there, but it's painful. It's painful. That would be the only reason I'd bring a power along for the Odyssey, is if I knew I was going to be farming super hard, and I'd just get bored real quick. Alright, let's do this. Wait till striker starts attacking. Stun. Nice work. Okay. Okay. That's some good shit. Right. Now is when we farm. Now is when we go a little harder on the farming. Right. I need to be at this side. Sorry. Swap sides. Now is when we go for the marketplace to end our suffering of flicking over and make us some good cash money. Cool. We never have to click on that banana farm ever again. It's just gonna work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, 10 years a century. It's gonna be perfect. And I love it for that. Why is that the case? Person in charge of doing pursuit for Ninja Kiwi, why is it that when I'm guarding this side and trying to make it so that, you know, balloons on the other side are getting further in the track, why is pursuit then just ignoring those ones and trying to help me? Why does it feel like I need help? I don't need help, pursuit. No matter how much you want to give me it. Right. This one's a little tricky because of all the cerams. Oh, we got it under control. No, we don't. Come on, I just need to get away with buying this marketplace. It'll only take an extra round or two to get away with it. Oh, how much, what does this do? Increase attack speed and increase concussive shell, pierce, damage, and stun. That's not bad. What if I could, but I can't. Cool. Right, let's try this again. Aha! I was ahead of it that time. I knew exactly where the problem would be when it occurred. I don't want to buy Pursuit just yet. In fact, you know what, for now? You just fucking chill here, my friend. You chill there. I'll focus on getting upgrades for the shit that will actually help us. Deal? Deal. Okay, Zebra Balloon's a little bit of a problem, but not as bad as the last round was. Cool. Very, very cool. You just relax there, man. You just relax there, look after those two sides. And we'll all go out for milkshakes. Oh, you can't see camo. Interesting. That will be an issue later that I will probably have to address. But for now, semi-automatic has got my back. Cool. Cool. Nice. You, in fact, should probably get this now rather than later. Now that I think about it. Get that now. Okay. This isn't that bad now. We've got a rapid fire gunslinger right here. Love him. Really want him to be a fully auto rifle soon when he grows up. But until then, he can just keep doing what he's doing. It's working well. Until now. In fact, it's still working well. It's incredibly working well. Okay, cool. Not that I expected it not to work well, but I thought for a split second there we were going to get overrun. But no, it seems like it's going just as I had said, where once we got past that one painful round, it seems like we're making it to 50 without too many other hassles. Have you made us money back yet? Nice. You're very close to. The second it gets over the sell value, I know that's not a representation of how much we actually spent on the tower, but still. It makes me feel better knowing that it's made more money than it's actually worth selling, you know? At the very least, the fact that selling is disabled, it makes me feel better for that. Also, what the fuck is first priority here? What? Why are you shooting back here? Is it because you think this is the end of the map? I mean, I guess in a way it kind of is at certain points in time, and then other times it's not, so I can see where the confusion comes in, but still, that really sucks that they're not actually targeting what's going to be coming through the map first. Let's get bouncing bullets. Please and thank. Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. This is good. This is good. I'm literally, like, terrified. Let's get Balloon Trap, I think. Maybe not. Let's leave Balloon Trap out of this for now. Yes. Yes. Who needs Balloon Trap, honestly? Balloon Trap's so good. But still, who needs it? Who needs it? Nice. Good work, team. I want to get an elite defender. If we can afford that early, like now, that'd be great. So far, so good. So far, so good. Sniper, I'm trusting you here. Ooh, I don't know if I should be. 6,509. That's a decent amount of cash. A decent. It's very decent. Ooh, what do I want to do with it though? Razor rotors? Let's go razor rotors. I feel like that's the most reliable upgrade I can buy at the moment. To sort of help out with the situation. It even pops the Moab a little earlier, which is always a good sign. Head down here. This is your primary objective. Or, you know. See, this is what I hate about the Heli. It gets confused between the two pathways that it's having to choose from, and then it just sits in the middle, twiddling its fucking thumbs, doing nothing. Maybe I should have just have one Heli pinned here and the other one pinned over here. It won't make maximal use out of either of them, but better than one fidgeting around here wondering what to do. Being a bit of a bumblefuck, but that's okay, that's okay. We're all a bit of a bumblefuck from time to time now and again, you know? You can't help it. You just can't help it. Right, I'm thinking we take out one Moab normally, then we can stun the second one, and just hopefully take that one out as well. Or, you know, do that. That probably would work, but I'm not gonna test it. Let's just try and stun one of them early along and hope that we can take both out in time. Doesn't really matter which one it picks, just pick one. There we go. Take him out. Beautiful. And the other one. Beautiful. Thank you. Much, much better. Can we get to 15,000 though? God, I feel like a high-end YouTuber. Can we get to 15,000 likes? I love it when they're intense for no reason. Actually, no. I love it when they're intense in a screamy sort of way, but not in a hype screamy sort of way. Sort of like an angry scream sort of way. I don't know if you guys have seen that video that Markiplier made. I think they were all trying to cook something or create something on his channel. And they just fucking screamed it so aggressively, and I was like, if people did that to me, I'd hit like on principle. Ooh, that's scary, but we are close to our goal. Cool. Maybe 2 of you bumblefucks will be able to make use of yourselves. Let's try that. Admittedly, the odds on me getting an elite defender between now and 63 are minimal, but with the banana farm, it's a possibility still. It's not completely out of the question. Thank you. Yes. Focus on the big ones. The ones that are dealing damage to us. Yes, those ones. You know, the ones that are threats? Yes. Yes, thank you. Finally. It's funny that the ones that are big deal a lot of damage. Never would have thought about it. Clearly the heli pilots don't. Oh, but I love my heli pilots. I really do. I really do. It's just a shit map for them, in all honesty. Should have brought along... Well, I don't know if I was allowed to bring along another engineer monkey, but if I was allowed to, I should have brought another one. Okay, there may still be hope for this elite defender dream yet. Because I think we can most certainly make $5,000 in 5 rounds. 1,000 a round at this point in time is not unheard of. Not from the banana farm specifically, but just in general, from the eco, the regular good old-fashioned eco. We're probably going to lose to these guys. Simply because they speedy mofos and I don't have my ability. 57's a bit of a bastard, isn't it? Okay, but this is fine. This is fine. This is what we were made for. Slowly figuring out how to do shit. Right. Is there any reason I'd need this to be a camouflage, camo detecting spectre? Round 76. No, not round 76, round 78. Yeah, there's good argument for it. There's good reason for it. The only problem is, if I get camo detection on it, it deals more damage to camo balloons, not what we're actually facing here. Whereas if I did go top path, it would deal a lot more damage to everything except for camo balloons, because it can't see them. What did we lose to? Moabs. Right, we need more Moab damage. What if I got a different monkey ace and I went top path? Because we are going to be versing around 60. And that's a cheap-ish upgrade. Right? That's not terrible. Nice. Okay, I think that was a very good investment. That was a very good investment. So now we don't even need the abilities. Well, the ability, I should say. Abilities is a bit of a stretch, considering it doesn't help without Mortar and Bomb Shooter on our team. But to be fair, what has Mortar and Bomb Shooter ever done for me? Nothing. Well, Bomb Shooter's done a shitload for me at the moment, but Mortar... I don't remember the last time I placed a Mortar thinking, yes, this will be a good idea. Maybe on Moon Landing, or Craters. I always forget what that map's called. One of those two. You already know what I'm referring to anyway. It's not like there are 12 other maps that are based on the moon. Ooh, here it comes. I think we're good now. Because we'll get Elite Defender here. Round 63. Fingers crossed. I don't actually know this for sure. I mean, Elite Defender typically deals with my round 63 issues. But it might be a bit of a struggle at the moment, if I'm honest. So... we'll get camo detection on this. For sure, for sure. Elite Defender can deal with its elite amount of problems that it's facing right now. Larger caliber? Can't hurt. Certainly can't hurt. And then I guess we just have to hope that round 63 is kind. I mean, we've met round 63 before. We know what round 63 is like. And we know it's most certainly not good. But we'll just see how we go. How do we do, Sniperoo? Hey, one side done, one side done. Okay, okay. Lead popping power leaves something to be desired, but not bad. Can we get another bouncing bullets mid-round, maybe? This round should be the same as the last one, so it should still be easy. Thank you, thank you. Let's get another bouncing bullets. That shit'll save our goddamn lives. Let's launch this early. I don't know how many it's done, but it's done a good enough chunk, I think. Yep. Oh, okay. Round 63 was the part I was most terrified of. Honestly. I know these mobs I should be quite terrified of. Rightly so. But we've got an Elite Defender now, man. We've got a 5th tier that is one of the cheapest in the game, but also one of the most effective in my opinion. Oh, I love that those missiles just kept circling until prey was released. Okay, okay. This is good, this is good. Do I get supply drop? That might be pushing it. I think I'll just leave it. I think I'll leave supply drop out of this and everyone will be better off because of it. Right. Now, here's the thing. Because I don't really care about the rounds from round 65 till 75, I think this is a good amount of time to save up some money. Obviously, there might be some rounds that'll be a bit of an issue for us, but if that's the case, we can do what we always do. Back out, back in, give it another crack, spend a bit of money maybe, and see how we go. But overall, I think we've got this good now. The sooner you can get yourself an Elite Defender right in the smack middle of the map, the better off you'll be. And obviously with Monkey Knowledge, Mana Shield, yes. Gain lives with marketplaces, yes. 200 extra starting cash, fuck yes. You know, all that good jazz will certainly help out. Oh, actually, on this map especially, pre-game prep is insanely good. Pre-game prep puts the same amount of spikes at every end of whatever map you're playing. So for example, you're playing on Monkey Meadow, 1 set of spikes. You're playing on Monkey Town, 1 set of spikes. You're playing on Infernal, 2 sets of spikes. You're playing on this fucking map, where there's 4 entrances and 4 exits, not all being used at the same time, which is a great thing. You get 4 sets of spikes. I think this is worth it now. We'll even get 2 of them. No, we won't. We're not gonna get 2 of them. We're not gonna get greedy. Just in case shit does hit the fan. Which, I mean, at the moment, doesn't seem to be, but it's certainly pushing the ceiling. But oh yeah, this is looking good. Okay. And what does supply drop apps actually do outside of giving you money? Regular attacks also damage leads, balloons, and increases shrapnel popping power. Right, okay, cool. See, I've said it before and I'll say it again. My favorite towers, by a long shot, we'll get this one actually, because that'll buff our Elite Defender as well. My favorite towers and my favorite way to make money by an absolute long shot is with towers that also deal damage. Snipers, buccaneers, alchemists, engineer monkeys, helis even, they've been pretty fun to mess around with. All amazing ways to make cash money. But sadly they're all outclassed by the banana farm. Rightly so though, rightly so. If the one tower that's specifically meant to make you extra money wasn't the best at it, that would be shameful, honestly. I don't know if I could look at the banana farm again in the same way, but still. I think now we go for a dart ship to finish this off. I think a dart ship would do this solid. Come on, Elite Defender. I know you've got it in you. Thank you. Oh, 76 I was a little worried about because of all the rerolls, but I think these two together solved that problem quite nicely. Okay. Admittedly, this was a bit of a struggle, but honestly, I think I've said this before as well, but round 98, I'm pretty sure is like the hardest round between 1 and 100, in my mind. If you can beat 98, odds are you've probably got a good chance at beating 99 and 100. Especially if you beat 98 within like a few seconds. Like, goddamn, that's good as hell. But yeah, I think 98's probably the hardest round to beat between 1 and 100. Between 1 and 80, probably 78 and 76 are your hardest rounds. 79 can be difficult because fortified BFBs are a bit of a step up, but honestly, there's only 2 of them. And the ZOMG is probably not even as hard as 2 fortified BFBs grouped together. So there we go. I think we've done it now. We've absolutely done it. Because I believe that was the pathetic second attempt of camouflaged ceramics on round 78. So there it is. Holy shit, we did it. No monkey knowledge needed. Love it when that happens. Love it when that happens. I thought for a split second my game was going to crash there, and I would have been very fucking upset. But it didn't, so we're good. We can relax, make a little bit more money, buy another supply drop just to laugh at this stupid ZOMG. Look at it try. Look at it try. Isn't that pathetic? It's done. Done. Whoo! That was tricky. Not gonna lie, that was tricky. Maintaining that 10 lives the rest of the game, very tough. Especially when it dropped down to 2 so many times. It was really eager for me to be on 2 lives. Anyway, we managed it. Sorry, Spike Factory. I did place you at one point, but that attempt didn't go so well, so yeah, my bad. Anyway, wow, wait, what? Really? Huh. I feel like we only realistically generated cash on that last map. But you know what? I'll take it. 300,000 extra cash. Ooh, and we get a banana farm too. Not a great one, but at least it auto-collects and 50 trophies. So there you go. Strapped for resources. I was going to say strapped for cash, but strapped for resources. Military monkeys are in danger. Not anymore. And no monkey knowledge needed. Even better. Right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.